Welcome back to another disc golf video where today is my 9th attempt at going bogey free for an entire 18 holes. Back out on the home course, James A. Dillon. I think if I don't get it this time, I'm going to try another course next round. But yeah, Labor Day, clear course, good vibes, about 70 degrees, sun's on the way down, little breeze, feels phenomenal out here. So this sounds like the perfect day to do it, to be honest with you. So let's go over to number 1 and get this thing done. So close. Yeah, it's a little windy today, so I really want my par putts to basically be just like dropping it in the basket, because I really don't want like a tester 20-footer trying to save my par streak. So that was my Athena. That's what I've thrown the first 2 holes. I'm really starting to get comfortable with that. I know it's pretty overstable, but I'm really starting to flatten out my release a lot. So that way I can at least get it to stay flat for longer and carry these like 300-foot holes, because my jump from Athena is to a Heat, which is a 7 to an understable 9 speed, which is a little tricky. So I'm really starting to be able to extend this Athena a little further and just make it more manageable for these moderately long holes. I actually really overshot that hole. I've never reached that far with an Athena before. That hole is listed at 306, and I was probably 20 feet past it, so it was a really good drive. If I can start throwing my 7-speed, consistently 300 to 320, that's really going to help me out a lot. But yeah, I'm really starting to get a hang of that disc. Honestly, that hole and this next hole are the biggest reasons why I wish I had a forehand. There's like a good stretch of maybe 3 holes that if I had a forehand, it would make my life so much easier. Friggin' yanked the crap out of that one. Fortunately, I watched it go in, and it's not gonna be too super congested. Even though I'm in the weeds, there's like a little bit of an opening there. So I think I can pitch it back out for a par, but no bueno. And that's one of my better par saves that I've ever had. I surely thought that the bogey free streak was over there, but good par save. Now on to probably the most difficult challenge on the course for me, a 400-foot par 3, branch hanging out over the middle of the fairway. So if I can get past this, I'm gonna feel really confident. Nothing like 2 birdies in a row and then going short on a hole that's 171 feet. I'm really glad I did not disc down there. I sometimes will throw a 3-speed. This hole's 304, but it goes downhill a little bit, so I sometimes throw a 3-speed there. Super glad I did not, because that was a 5-speed. It was a buzz. So made over by like 2 feet. Okay, clean front 9. Now back onto the back. I would say the first hole and the last hole on this 9. So hole number 10 and 18 are my 2 probably biggest tests to getting this done. So if I can get past 10, I'm gonna feel pretty confident all the way through 18. So let's get after number 10. Back. Well, I am now mega sad face, so so frustrating, but my best round ever is 5 under. I'm 2 under right now, going through a stretch of really birdieable holes, so let's try and get to 6 under, see what happens. Well, I don't think I can be much more frustrated than I am right now. Go for a bogey, and then throw my Athena, which has been my most reliable disc lately, freaking across the creek into what's an absolute forest over there. Last time I went over there, it took me 20 minutes to find a disc that was right on the bank, just because it's a nightmare to get through, so I'm not crossing that tonight. So annoying. I'm just gonna go back to where I think it crossed and take a stroke, and that'll give me 2 bogeys in a row. Hooray! If that would have gone in, I can't tell you how annoyed I would have been. Excited, but excitedly annoyed. Well, that's a first. I have not hit the camera stand yet, so that is a first. Pretty sure that's at least 3 rounds in a row of doing the exact same freaking thing on this hole. Maybe I should just quit disc golfing. Well, that was an excruciating back 9. Honestly, I shot even. It's one of the worst rounds I've shot in a long time at this course on the shorts. I can tell where like I feel like obviously I'm getting better, because a few months ago if I was to shoot even or a little bit under, that would been great. So the fact that I'm disappointed in shooting even just shows myself I'm getting better. But man, that was just all around really bad back 9. So hopefully I can get out, do a little bit better next time. But if you've watched this far, appreciate you watching. I know it's the bogey free challenge, so if you did watch this far, I appreciate you watching the whole round. So like, subscribe, share, do all the things that everyone always asks you to do. We'll see you next time.